Mystery of the Silver Mist. Paramvir stood on the balcony of the Great Hall, looking out over the city. Usually, he could see the sparkling river and the green tops of the trees. But today, a thick, swirling gray fog had covered everything. It was so heavy that the streetlights looked like tiny, blinking fireflies. Paramvir tightened his orange cape. He knew something wasn't right. This wasn't a normal morning mist. It felt like a mystery waiting to be solved. "Don't worry, Paramvir. We'll find out where this came from," a cheerful voice barked. It was Hope, Paramvir's loyal golden dog. Hope wasn't just any dog. He was a master at finding clues. Today, he wore his favorite brown checkered detective hat, perched perfectly between his floppy ears. He sniffed the air, his tail wagging with excitement. Together, the hero and his hound headed down to the street to meet their team. Waiting by the fountain were Paramvir's best friends, Anvisha and Vera. Anvisha was busy scribbling in her notebook, her magnifying glass hanging from a ribbon around her neck. "The fog is 10 times thicker near the park," she noted. Vera stood tall beside her, looking completely unafraid of the spooky shadows. "Whatever is making this fog can't hide from us," Vera said, clenching her fists with determination. The team marched into the heart of the city. The fog was so thick that people were bumping into mailboxes and getting lost on their own porches. Paramvir held up his hand, and the yellow khanda on his chest began to glow with a soft, warm light. "Stay close, Anvisha," Paramvir said, guiding his clever friend through the haze. Anvisha held up her magnifying glass, looking for any strange marks on the ground. Suddenly, Hope let out a sharp bark. He had found something. Vera ran to his side, her eyes scanning the ground. "Look," she pointed. There were strange, silvery puddles leading toward the old clock tower. The puddles didn't look like water. They shimmered like melted stars. Hope put his nose to the trail, his detective hat tilting forward as he led Vera deeper into the swirling mist. At the base of the clock tower, they found a giant, clinking machine. It had copper pipes and a big funnel that was sneezing out clouds of silver smoke. Standing in front of it was a small, confused robot. Vera stepped forward, shielding Paramvir from a puff of steam. "Stop! You're making everyone get lost," she called out bravely. The robot whirred and beeped, looking startled to see the brave heroes. Anvisha hurried over with Hope to examine the machine. "It's not a monster," she whispered, looking through her magnifying glass at a golden dial. "It's a mist maker for the park's garden, but it's stuck on super fog mode." Hope gave a helpful woof and pointed his paw at a tangled blue wire near the bottom. Anvisha realized the robot was just trying to fix it, but didn't know how. "I can help clear the air so we can see the controls," Paramvir said. He stood in the center of the square and began to spin. Faster and faster he went, his orange cape turning into a bright, swirling blur. A powerful wind began to blow, catching the thick silver fog and lifting it high above the rooftops. Hope watched in awe, his ears flapping in the heroic breeze. With the air clear, Anvesha could see exactly what to do. "Paramvir, hold this lever," she shouted over the clanking of the machine. Paramvir reached out with his strong arms and held the vibrating copper handle steady, while Anvesha carefully untangled the blue wire. The robot watched them, its mechanical eyes glowing with relief, as the loud clanking slowly turned into a quiet, peaceful hum. The sun finally broke through the clouds, and the silver mist vanished. The city was bright and beautiful once again. The little robot beeped a happy thank you and waved. Vera high-fived Paramvir, while Hope did a happy victory lap around them. "We did it," Vera cheered. "Teamwork and courage always clear the way," Paramvir said, looking at his friends with a proud,